kept me on that dark, scary pursuit of perfection? That was my struggle with my body. And I'm willing to bet, apparently I am a gambling girl, most of you lovely ladies have struggled with this at some point in your life. Maybe even right now. Even if you haven't, you know the pressure to be perfect in some area of your life. When we're talking about our body image, it's so easy to see why we feel suffocated by the pressure to look a certain way. Wherever we go, our eyeballs are bombarded with images of stick-thin, gorgeous models and actresses who look so happy and like they're having the time of their lives. I'm willing to bet, because why not keep going, that they're not happy. They're hungry. But that is beside the point. We assume we must achieve that brand of perfection. These women are perfect. Their bodies are perfect, their lives are perfect, they have some perfect-looking guy, and they probably even look perfect when they're cleaning their bathrooms. Maybe that last one is just me. We see these images and are so quick to forget one of my very favorite verses. So favorite that I have part of it tattooed on my arm. I'll show you if we ever hang out, which I hope we do. Psalm 139, verse 14 says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. It's almost like we read that verse with media-colored glasses and assume God isn't talking to us in that verse. How could he be when we don't look like, have the same things, or do the same things as the wonderfully made women in the media? Maybe he's talking to those women, the ones who look perfect or are the boss of a big company, or the supermoms who have it all together. But he's definitely not talking to us. Girlfriend, get your head in the game. He is talking to you. When I was in my very early teen years, these images of beautiful models with perfect bodies, long legs, and lean abs brainwashed me. And I fell into the lie that I needed that perfection in my life to be happy, quickly forgetting that God was talking to me in Psalm 139, verse 14. I began eating less and exercising more. I lost weight. People complimented my extreme weight loss. I felt good. I felt happy. Maybe I was becoming like those models on TV. I was hungry. But I also looked fabulous. So I just kept going, because the biggest lie of chasing perfection is that eventually you will get to a place where you have achieved it, and there will be sunshine and rainbows and unicorns, and you will feel whole and satisfied. But I'm here to call lies on perfection, because that just isn't true. I achieved the goal of a model body and still was not satisfied. I kept striving and striving and striving until all that striving and chasing led me to a hospital bed attached to heart monitors, nurses who woke me in the wee hours of the morning to make sure I was still alive, and a whole lot of hospital food. If you've ever been in the hospital, you cringed right along with me at the thought of mushy peas and creepy green Jell-O. However, this was a wake-up call. After 5 weeks of sitting on my butt in a hospital bed and only having the Bible to get me through, I believe what Psalm 139 verse 14 said about me. Maybe I was wonderfully made just as I was. Maybe God was really truly talking to me. Slowly but surely, I grabbed his hand and made my recovery. I asked the doctors for chocolate cake instead of Jell-O because it was scarier, but it made me freer. It was so terrifying at first, but with every meal I asked God to give me the strength to do the next right thing, to eat the next scary food. During this time, I truly found my own faith. Not the faith that was instilled in me because I grew up in a Christian home, but the kind of faith where I truly felt God's presence. It was a beautiful thing, and it allowed me to walk into wholeness. I gained the weight back. I got my period back, and I began to feel freedom again. After spending 5 weeks in the hospital, I had to spend another 5 months in bed at home, away from school and away from my friends. It was an extremely hard and trying time, but it was also another time when I was able to lean on God and experience him in a way I had never experienced him in the past. It also made me never want to go back to the perfection pursuit again.